Hi Joe, so we're going to start this first workout with a high foot bar, and you probably need to come a little bit back. So I would say the high foot bar, the top one, and a little bit back. Sit on the foot bar, and the reason we're getting on top of the foot bar is I want you to get to those deep abdominals. Find your sit bones and locate the edge of the carriage with your toes. Come straight away into a Pilates V shape. So the baby toe is kind of hooking around the edge, big toe ball of the foot on the edge. Place your hands on the foot bar. Oh, I'm sorry. One red, one blue. One red, one blue. Lift up nice and tall and keep it a natural curve of your spine. I know you have a very curved spine, but let it be comfortable and natural and not arching. Hold on gently as we start to push the carriage out and in. And you'll notice one red, one blue is quite heavy when you're on your toes and on those sit bones. So you're kind of located your sit bones just a fraction behind the foot bar. Your sit bones are just behind the foot bar. So let go when and if you can, and you're breathing out as you know, and breathing in. So you're trying to not use the thighs, we're trying to use the back of the heels to push in and get those sit bones to work. And as you press away, when you get to the end, squeeze your sit bones together like you're trying to squeeze those two half circles I often used to talk about. So we're doing a couple more like this, letting go and trying not to touch. Yep. And then when you next go out, widen your heels and make sure your heels are either side of the springs and lower and lift your ankles. And really feel like you're trying to lift off your sit bones. Keep raising to the crown of your head. Just kind of activate that ankles, get nice and comfy through the feet. Two more. Last one. Gently come back in and step your heels around the corners of the foot bar, the carriage. Opening your knees naturally. As you push away this time, feel like you're trying to squeeze and lift higher from your sit bones and then come back in again. So we're breathing out, we're trying to lift from the sit bones and then come back in. So hands down or hands out, try and sit nice and tall just in front of those sit bones. That's it. Let's do a few more, really trying to get the side of the legs to open, the inside thigh to release. So we're breathing out, breathing in. Let's do two more. And in, last one. Oh, good. So nice, comfortable warm-up. Roll your shoulders around. Roll forward onto your knees. And then come all the way back until your knees are on the front of your carriage and your hands are in front of your shoulder pads. Just be careful of your toes on the foot plate. And you're going to put one toe and locate the foot bar and push away. Now go careful as you push away on the first one. You're going to need to feel that you're pushing with your hands against the shoulder pads. Be careful of the lower leg, so the bottom foot. And you're pushing from the big toe and we're opening out the hip and using all through the back of the legs. Keep your shoulders down and wide. And then next time you go out, stay out please, feeling that width in the shoulders, and then lower and lift your ankle on the foot bar. 6, 5, 4. So keep lifting from the waist, pushing with your elbows and hands. Last one. Slowly come back in, be careful of your bottom foot. And change toes. So put your other toe on, press away, pushing with your hands, pressing with your toe. Adjust your position when you get out there, and then come in and out. And in. So shoulders wide, ribs up and connected in. And feel that you're using the legs. Great. Lengthening out the thigh and the hip as you go. And on this next one, stay there for your footwork. And then lower and lift your ankle. 6, 5, so we reactivated the shoulders. 2, looking good, last one. And then slowly come back in and down. Great, you mentioned your knee was okay. So I'm hoping that you're okay on your knees still. You're going to come about a fist width away, remember this for high kneeling. Lift through the front of the thigh, keep your hips nice and square. Open your shoulders and grab the straps. So we're going to use the knot of the straps. So again, I've always been the same, very lazy not to adjust the length. And just do that high pulling. And then come back in. You haven't adjusted the straps. So you're breathing out as springs and breathing in. And then again, breathing out and breathing in. Your goal here is to keep the feeling of length in the front of the hip and feel like, keep going, that your tailbone is drawing down towards the back of your heels, and you're trying to lengthen the lower back down and zip up through those deep abdominals. All good. So, I'd like you to let the straps drop. I don't know if you've got the hooks, I think you have, because you've got your leg too. And then unhook the red spring. You're left with a blue. So we've got one blue, which is fairly light. Thinking about opening the hips, we want to activate the hamstrings, right? So take one foot on the grey runner in front of you. You might want to put an anti-slip there or something. And your knees maybe in between the shoulder pads. Lift up, stretch that leg away and pull with your hamstring. So you're pulling the carriage with the front leg, pulling it in. And come down. So if you can extend that front leg even more, as you pull, check your hips are square. That's it, pressing the heel down and in. And in, let's do number two. Don't bind the springs like I did, make them nice and gentle. And last one. And of course we're going to just do the other leg, make it nice and simple. So same setup. Reaching your foot away, lifting through the waist, drawing your shoulders back, and feel that length in the back knee, back hip, as you draw the heel in, getting the hamstring to work. So activating the hamstrings to open up the hip flexors, like the equal and opposite there. So you're breathing out to draw the back of the leg into tone. Breathing out and coming back in. Let's do 4 more. 4, I think that's the same number, but we can check the video. 3, 2, and last one. All good. So releasing your knees back to high knee and grab the shorter of the 2 loops. We're still on one blue, and walk backwards until your toes drop over the back edge. Turn your elbows around, draw the tummy in and do a little bicep curl above your head, and then come back down and around and do a little push back. Now we are much lighter. I know you're strong, but we don't need the global muscles being strong. As you mentioned, you want to work those deep abdominals, so working more on balance. Keep your hips radiating forward and now do one arm up and one arm back. Try not to twist just yet. So we're really activating the back of the shoulder. Keep that feeling of lengthening the front of the thigh down and the back of your tail down. That's it. So now turn around and look towards your back arm, but don't let your hip move. And then do the same the other side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and slowly come down. So you can drop the straps or hook them back on again. Turn your body around and hook on all of the springs, every single one, at least the reds. Go into a quad stretch, or I used to call this like water skiing. So your feet are quite far back. Your hands are connected together. The straps are connected together, and we're just going to feel like you're going to try and pull the carriage. Now you know it's very, very heavy, so we're reaching your chest backwards and pressing your shin bones underneath you, and then coming back up. Really, and most importantly, I don't want this to be in the lower back, so press your tailbone down. Feel like you're doing a pelvic tilt to lengthen your body from the knees. Knee stretch. I do hope your knees feel comfortable for this. So we'll do 5 or 6 of these, feeling that chest open and stretch wide through the front of the body. Stretch through the quads. So go as far back as you're comfortable to go. Great, 2 more. So just to reiterate, it's not pulling the carriage, it's trying to lean back against the strap. Yeah, last one. Let the straps drop completely now. We're going to use the box, the short box. Don't change any of the springs. So you can keep the box on top or in front of the shoulder pads. Come around and grab your toe strap. I must admit, I haven't checked you had one, but if you've got the kit, I'm sure you have. This is another lovely one for lengthening and opening the hips, so the seated abdominal series. Come forward a little bit so there's a bit of a gap behind you. And we're going to go into curved spine, so legs straight or bent is your comfort level. Hollow the tummy in, feel like you're zipping from the lower deep abdominals to lengthen the crown of the head up. And then lift from the head, from the back of the shoulders, back of the chest, and come back up. So you start with the deep lower abdominals, and you end holding the deep lower abdominals in until you lift up. So it's a hollowing, curling motions like you're trying to roll onto your tailbone. Keep that deep curl, and then nudge your head forward, draw your shoulders forward, pull your ribs in, and then restack. Breathing out, and breathing out. Yeah, hollow, draw, deep and down. Hollow, draw, deep and up. So you might want to keep going here. You might even want to put me on hold. But I think the curving is going to be more beneficial than the hinge back that sometimes we used to use. The hinge back is all hip flexor and quad. The curling is lengthening the lower back. You mentioned about the lumbar spine. Opening the hip flexor a little bit and really trying to get that deep internal pelvic floor, deep lower abs, lower TAs. Last one. Hold it there, hold it there. Now you're going to hold that deep curl and widen one arm. Don't let the hip come with you. And then come back in. Hold that deep curl and then widen the other arm. And come back in. So adding on the internal obliques. Breathing out. And coming back in. And the other side, breathing out. And coming back in. Don't stop, do two more. Keep that deep curve. It hopefully will be shaking a little bit. I am. Maybe. I'll go back a bit more. And then come back in. And then go all the way up. Release your shoulders and feet for a while. This stuff. Of course, you can repeat any or all of these. Take your hands behind your head and lace your hands upwards. Lift tall. Imagine you're trying to grow taller. Carry on with that deep, controlled, scooping, hollowing. The powerhouse is what they name it, right? And this time, with your hands behind your head, rotate. It's a little bit trickier. And come back through the centre. And then go again the other side. And come back through the centre. So we did 6. I'm going to do another 6 here. And again. And then check that your knees aren't wiggling as you go around. Keep the knees reaching forward. When you go to the right, reach your right knee forward. And as you twist to the left, reach your left knee forward. Come back through the centre, lift up. And release. Good stuff. Okay. So your ultimate opening through the hip and adding on the hamstring and lower back. Grab one foot. You probably recognise this. Now when you grab the back of your leg, I should say, lifting one foot, you notice how you just kind of naturally roll back. Try and lift up and scoop back. So the scoop again, now with the leg there, we're just going to press against your hands. It's a little bit of can-can. Press the heel upwards, bring your toe back, get the calf coming into it as well, back of the knee. That's it. Now you're going to leave the leg there, walk your hands up, and then rather than going straight backwards and letting go, I know you can do that, but we want to really try and get that deep curling motion. So keep the bottom leg down and curl with the stretch. And then scoop, initiate the movement from the stomach to come back up again. So you're breathing out to scoop, scoop, scoop. Check now that both hips are equal. I must admit, I lifted up a little bit off one side. So you're pressing down into the lower back equally on both sides. And then using your leg to come up. So on the next one, let's go all the way back. Climb the tree. Walk down first. Keep scooping, keep scooping, keep scooping. Lengthen your back around the back edge of the box. Nod your head forward, scoop into the ribs, hollow down into the belly and climb that tree. And then let's do it again. So you're curling first, equal on both sides of your back, walking down. Once you feel the back rested on the front edge of the box, let your head release. And then nod your head in. Now use your leg to help you curl around the back of the edge of the box, up above the box I should say. And then one more time, walking down. This one, as long as you're feeling comfy, roll all the way back, let your hands come out as well. Nice big stretch. Take your hands back up, grab your leg, nod your head, walk back up that tree. And release the leg. We're going to do the other side. So here we go. Same position, check you haven't moved around, there's still that gap behind you. Grab the other leg behind the knee. And just start to do some can-cans as you start to feel the length in the spine, the gentle curve in the back that the leg is adopting, helping you adopt. And then stay lifted. Walk your hands up past the knee. Feel the hamstring stretch. Deepen the abdominals and start to curl. And then come back up. So notice on this side, you mentioned about your hips being slightly maybe tilted, maybe one side and the other is different as well. So Chev, I'm not with you to have a look, but you will feel it. So you might feel one side of your back getting heavier than the other. We want to try and really push down onto the side of the back of the lower leg. So let's carry on down the tree. So we're going to stay about perpendicular, walk your leg down that tree. Press into the edge of the box and feel your body going round the box. Let your head drop. Nod your head forward. Use your hands. Curl the ribcage in. Scoop into the powerhouse and climb back up the tree. And again, breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And come up tall, nice big stretch. Last one. So coming down, 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 round the edge of the box. Notice the hip pressing down. Let your head drop. Let your arms go over. Bring your arms up. Hold the leg. Nod your head. Hollow scoop. Use your abdominals to climb back up. Bring yourself down. Release for a second. Roll your shoulders. Check that you're equal on both legs by doing a full roll back. Scoop it, curl it, lengthen your body. Check that your middle back is touching the back of the box, and then come back up again with a curved spine. And then restack. So I like to do it with both legs again, just before you get to the end of this little segment, so that you really are equal on both thighs, both hips. Really curl. And then come back up in a curving motion. So as you carry on, we're going to go a little bit deeper and deeper. We do not want to come out like Dracula out of his coffin. We want to roll up. So it's like the real addition to lying on the floor. So as we go back further now, you can let your head go down. Nod your head forward. Curl your head forward. Roll your ribs in. And come up toward it. If I can speak when I'm back there. 2 more. Breathe in. Scoop, curl. Breathe up. And then one more time, all the way down. Be careful on the last one if you're getting tired. Really curl. Really go this achingly slow. Head comes forward, ribs come in. Grab your legs if you need to. And then come up nice and tall. Release the feet, roll your shoulders around. And come away. There's your first segment. So there we go.